future, here, now, to share some deals which are new to both of us. I really thought I would be. I mean, I'm amassing quite a stack of videos here, and at the rate I'm putting things up, and I'm putting other things too that I recorded last year, and recording this year. It just, I mean, it's really hard to maintain this.
Aggressive inline skating.
I don't have good friends. You know, here's the truth. I want to lay down some truth here. You go to school, you go to college, you make some friends, and then after that, right? You move away. You move away. I moved away very early on. I went to college out of state. Couldn't see my family. Then I go to another school afterwards, on the other side of the country. So I can't even. It's not even like a several hours drive to get to me. It's a plane flight. Then after that, you graduate. Woohoo! But then you move away from the friends that you got used to in school. And then you settle down in some, you don't have anybody at this point. No friends, okay? Your new job, nobody is like you. You don't have any of the same interests. Nobody plays games. Nobody, if they play games, they don't play your games. And if they, either way, it's just sort of, it sucks. I just fell into this hole where, you know, I feel like the only way I can communicate with like-minded people is through YouTube. So that's, you know, I treasure all of you who watch and all of you who comment, especially because it gives me an opportunity, you know, to jive. So this has gone on probably way too long than it needs to be. This is going to be a 5-minute video, maybe 8. So here we go. First one.
Do you have maybe like any video game stuff?
I have this.
Oh, it's PSP. Yeah.
I don't know
how much would you want for it?
I'm sure it's worth more than that, but I'm just trying to get rid of everything.
Yeah.
Moving, so I'm like, I don't need the hassle.
Would you take,
my dog is here, just behind me.
would you take 5?
Sure.
$5 a piece is great, so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Hope they do the job for you.
He saves everybody. 1,000. This is an early one. It's heavy. I think there's a game in some. Yeah, there is. SOCOM Fire Team Bravo 2. I have no love for this system. I know early on it was beautiful. I remember seeing people playing Lumines, and then ooh, I got my hands on that Wipeout game. My friends had this thing in college, but yeah, I just couldn't get into it. I know there's some good games on it. I do have a system I keep around, but it's like I put no time into it. I could hack it. I could download all the ROMs for it. It's just, it's like I'm really lazy at being at amassing a library for that system. So I don't seek out games. I basically, if I find a game I like, I keep it, and I haven't found any games I like. So this was $5, and of course I shut off my camera right as I noticed these guys. But I guess this is where I come into the video and do like the Star Wars kid bands, but these they're broken. They don't turn on. And when I took them apart, they were all corroded in the battery compartments, and just getting the bits and pieces to clean them and everything, I had to twist apart some stuff. Cables broke off, and I'm gonna have to replace some of those cables. And I don't even know if it's worth it. So they're kind of gunky. I could clean them up, but for $5 a piece, I wasn't gonna leave them there. I told her, could you hold on to these, because I didn't want to be riding around town with these things sticking out of my backpack, which is, you know, fun to it's like to see. I put them in my backpack like this and zipped it up so that the only thing you'd see is like I guess 2 fluorescent tubes sticking out of my backpack, but nonetheless, I'd say that's still a good deal, even though I don't know if I'm gonna ever get to use these things.
You wouldn't have like make any video games, would you?
Video game. My husband used that.
I was telling her that I play even older stuff too, like Game Boy and Nintendo. Oh, actually, I just see there's Nintendo stuff in here.
Yeah, you can pick through that.
Yeah.
There's even this is a Japanese system that was put out. Because they're very rare, and it takes. It was designed to takes all kinds of. It's like a universal.
Do you know what you'd want for any of the systems? Okay. Cool.
Give you a hell of a deal.
I'd be shitting myself if this were real, but obviously it's just a game. Are you kidding me?
How much do you think you'd want for all?
$5.
$5? All right. Awesome. Cool. Thank you.
I don't grow much facial hair, man. I think I actually look pretty ugly. Well, I mean, I look pretty ugly in general, but I look like Jabba Fett's asshole with all this nonsense going on. In fact, I don't think a lot of skinny guys. I mean, I'm not skinny. I'm not a skinny dude. I'm not a fat dude, but I'm in the middle. You know, I'm normal. Okay, but I think you need you need some chub on you to make a beard look good, and I don't have that. So at least on my face. So not that. Whatever. We'll just get on with the next segment here. I love when people post pics in their ad, but not good pics, because I don't want the competition to catch on. You know, when people post those pics, I study them like the Da Vinci Code is in there. And this one I saw, you could kind of make out the 80s, 90s era comics in there, and I kind of saw some toys from the same era. And so I thought to myself, I could have been early birding it to a large community sale that was happening halfway across the town from this particular sale, but I thought, you know, I could get in early to this one and you know, ask my questions, and maybe they dig out some stuff and all the other people, you know, would be missing. And so that's exactly what I did.
Why is it that the worst conditioned games always have the most ridiculous prices?
I'm asking my questions, and you know, right? It's so funny. Like, this was sitting on top of the bin there, like a maraschino cherry atop a sundae, was parts of dark water. I mean, I have the Genesis version, which by far is a much more unique experience than this beat 'em up. But still, this is not a game you want to overlook. Not only because of its price, but it's Pirates of the Dark Water. Come on! I'm telling him I'm interested in these old game stuff. He brings out Sega Genesis. Right? We got a Nintendo box. This thing, he was going on about like this was some super rare thing, and Micro Genius. It's basically just a Famiclone system. I don't know if that's on camera. It fits the power cord, but I just sort of jammed it in there. I don't know if it would really actually, you know, it doesn't look like it's made for that. Anyways, I haven't tried it to see if it works. Hopefully it works better than my Sunshine Kid Famiclone. That thing's just garbled mess.
Okay, nothing on composite, but there is RF. Channel 2, Channel 3, Channel 4, come on! Right, last bastion of hope here, the Famicom channels. Nope. Nope, no.
Great. Now the damn thing's not even powering on. Plus it smells like it's gonna burn my house down. This thing sucks.
At the same time, he said, like, you know, he was going to give me a good deal on stuff here. So, I don't know. I had this bin, right? This box or bin. And I just started throwing things in the bin because I knew from past experience when you just throw junk in a bin at a garage sale or an estate sale, they're gonna give you a good deal in the end. Controllers. And, hey, look at this one. This one looks special. It's for the Genesis. Controllers. I got more controllers. I got this one. Controllers. This one actually, I want to see if I can mod into something that would work for the Atari 5200. By now that video should be up. I got an Atari 5200. If not, there's something really wrong with how I'm scheduling these. But yeah, I want to see if I can mod this. There's a guy also who sells adapters. Maybe I'll just cave and spend the $10. And that's probably what I'm gonna do. Time is more valuable to me than money. Anyways, I'm going through the bin and I find these guys, these big honking Atari adapters. And this is the exact same power adapter that goes with the 5200. So I'm like, how wild is that? And I'm fine. I got a 5200 in the beginning of the year. I found a guy with 2 of them at a garage sale in June. And then I'm finding, you know, these big honk. Anyways, it turns out that it wasn't an Atari 5200 that this family had once owned. It was an 800, but they didn't have that there. They had the disk drive for it, and I left it there because it's huge. I mean, this stuff, I'm not even done yet here. But fitting all this stuff in my backpack was a real chore. In fact, they gave me another backpack for free that they just said take it, and I kind of double strapped it to my back like it was a caboose.
Really?
Pikachu, Pokemon Pikachu. I actually owned this in high school. I had this thing clipped in my, it was either my pocket or somewhere that it was kind of hidden, so I could kind of, you know, charge up. And then, how did this work? Somehow you were able to do something where it would affect your game. I can't remember. Maybe that was the second one. Either way, it was like a Pikachu Tamagotchi. We got a Fugitoid. Then we got Silver Surfer here. Look at that, beautiful. I gotta get that. I'm looking for the Essential Silver Surfer. The first one. Maybe a series of them. I want to read through. I want to read through those early issues and get to know this character. I loved the Fox cartoon in the 90s. I was a late comer to this series. I watched it online years later. And but I really dug this character. Look at this. This is by Applause or something.
You can see that says Applause there. What year is that? 1989. Yeah, beautiful. He sort of just planted himself on there. That's gotta hurt. I think he wanted to stomp on with both feet, Mario.
Looking around, and I find this the Game Boy Pocket version. First version that came out because there's no LED light. But flipping it around, I find none other than Snow Brothers, which is a very difficult game to find on any system. It's just these games don't seem to really catch on with people for some reason. And Bubble Bobble maybe is like the closest thing that became a hit over here, but yeah, oh man, look at this beautiful thing. This kid, I don't know, he had similar tastes, I think, as I did. This is from the Marvel Series 3, I think, because look at the back. I think this is Series 3. And this is shiny, but it doesn't look like it's a special card. When a new character came out, like Spider-Man 2099 or Darkhawk, I remember just being like instantly like hooked by how the character looked, and that's what got me into the comics. But you can see the stats of Spider-Man 2099. This, you won't be able to see it, but there's a Human Torch going on there. Then we got, look at this kid. Even I went to some comic cons and picked up some old stuff. This is Fantastic Four 152. Features Medusa on the cover there. We got a Nintendo Pokemon Power. And then we got Action Comics. No, this is a reprint. But I figured, you know,
obviously I could have read this online, but this kind of having a physical copy of it kind of gives me motivation to look through it. And then we've got, I don't know how this kid gets this, but it's like it's a sheet from, there was a Spider-Man series, I think maybe by Fleer, no, it might have been by Fleer, but you would put the cards in your 9 card sheet, and then you would get a scene. But this, they're not even perforated or anything. This one is sort of just like a print of that. So I don't know what this is exactly, but it has Venom, which is, he's one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite Marvel character.
I'm doing the 360 games for 3 each, everything else for 2.
Okay. Do you have any maybe handheld stuff like Game Boy or DS? Maybe $1 a piece?
Yeah, I think, that's fine. We can do $1 a piece on the games.
Okay, I think I can give you a 5 for these.
I can't be in 2 places at once. So, I have all this stuff stacked to my back, and I'm going up and down these hills early in the morning, just like, I feel like I'm Casey Jones, I think I can. I didn't have any room. I had to go home and drop all this stuff, then go back to the community sale. And then I ended up missing a Virtual Boy, apparently.
Video games?
Yeah.
We sold all that stuff.
Not left.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a Virtual Boy. You know what that is?
Yeah, so I go to this one sale, find some, I think PS2 and Xbox games in a bin, and ask the guy if he has any older games, like say Game Boy and everything. He brings out a box of Game Boy stuff. We got Pokemon Red, we got Silver, Legacy of Goku, Legacy of Goku 2, and we got Godzilla Domination, a pretty solid Godzilla game on the Game Boy. It plays like King of the Monsters. I'm debating whether to seek out the box and everything for this, or even keep this, because it goes for a decent amount, but I have King of the Monsters, and I don't know, there's really no way for me to do multiplayer on Game Boy. If there was a way, if somebody made like a mini Game Boy thing that hooked into your TV, that would be pretty sweet. That played all the Game Boy games, from GBA back to GBW. I think I paid $5 for this, and I picked up a tripod as well at the sale. So maybe some of my shots are going to be better now. You're actually using it right now, but it allows me to move the camera and position it a lot easier. And it's more stable than the last piece of junk I got. But I think I paid $5 for this. I don't really remember the price. I'll definitely include it in the clip. So there you go. I just realized that I forgot to tell you what I paid for that, even though you already put it in the clip. That big box with Pirates of Dark Water was $5. So the guy really did pull through with that promise you made, but I'll give you a good price for it.
What do you want? Let's see.
Would you take maybe 3 for the controller, maybe?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Do you know what you'd want for the DS Rumble Pack?
Oh, you can have that.
Okay, sweet.
Need a Sonic 2 manual? For $8, this one's only missing the cover. This morning was pretty horrible. I saw the sleeper cell. I woke up at this, it was like the first annual community sale, and it was just like I was all over the place, and nobody had anything. A lot of people were no-shows because they had all the addresses listed early on a map and everything. But nonetheless, I left there pretty downhearted, especially since one place said, "Oh yeah, this one guy took everything. Who knows what was in his bin?" He left like some pretty shitty 360 controllers. He knows what's good stuff. But I'm heading down to this other community sale happening on the same day, and I go through this one shortcut. Sure enough, not sure enough. Why would it be sure enough? I see a garage sale that wasn't even advertised. They didn't even have signs up yet, and but it was on my way. And I said, "Hey, see you're having a garage sale. Do you have any video game stuff?" And the lady brings out some Wii, but they're at Wii stuff in a bin. But was a nice sealed platinum GameCube controller, which would go nicely with the sealed platinum Wavebird I found earlier in the year. Again, not a huge GameCube guy, but 2 sealed controllers in 1 year is pretty hot. I think I paid $3 for this, breaking the $5 trend we've been having here. I go to this community sale. Again, there are hundreds of houses. A lot of them I've been to already. I skipped those, but I see this one guy. There was evidence of video games earlier. I saw pack picks there, and I saw that they had video game stuff. But on the table, I sell also a Rumble pack and an official gray stylus. I think this is for the fat one, you know, the fat DS. It's a backwards way of getting this game, but I got the mail and the case and everything for it earlier this year without the game, wasn't in there, and now I find the Rumble pack. It's not, I mean, the easiest thing to get is the card itself. I could go online and spend $10 for it, and I've played it before and I love it, but I just, you know, I don't want to pay $10 for it. And the stylus, guy was nice, gave it to me for free. So I think this video is not. I saw some of the recordings. It was like one was 12 minutes. I try to get these down to 5 to 8, which means a lot of crap gets cut. But I may just make this a 40-minute video. Who knows? I mean, I think that really annoys people, but it really annoys me to cut all this shit out. I mean, maybe some of you have some insight into what I'm saying here. I don't know. It's not like I don't know. The point is, it's out there. Go get it.